Hi class, hi Professor Zink. This is my presentation, my demonstration speech on how to teach a dog to sit. So the title of this presentation is Sit Flip. Let me scan my audience for you so you can see that I have 5 people plus one behind the camera. As you can see, he knows the command because he's already sitting down. Now I know it's somewhat risky to use a living animal as your visual aid, but I think he'll be okay. He's done pretty good through the practice round, so hopefully he'll be all right. You do have a few things you have to consider before you start trying to teach him, and that is the age of your dog, the background of your dog. If they're very young, they're not really going to be able to focus for too much. If they've been abused, they're going to be very skittish. You're going to have to get their trust before you start. That's puppy, adult dog, anything. So you don't want to come over at the dog like this because dogs don't like that. It scares them. So you want to get down on their level. You want to show them the treat, that it's good, that it's something they want, that it's a reward and they're going to like it and want more. And then you want to do that until he's real comfortable and you can pet him and touch him and he's not, scared to let you mess with him. And once they're real comfortable, you want to stand back up. Now you can use any kind of treat you want. I've got 2 different kinds here. You can use whatever works. Read labels because some have better ingredients than others. Your dog may be allergic to some things, so keep that in mind. Once you've got his trust, the next step is to get his attention and keep it. You have to keep him focused. As you can see, he already knows what treats are, so he's very focused. He's watching me. He knows I have the treat. That's how you can tell if he's watching you. Wherever my hand goes, that's where he's looking because he knows what's in it and he knows he wants it. You want to curl your fingers around the treat like this so that he can't reach up and grab it. If you hold it like this, he can take it right out of your fingers. You're not going to teach him anything. So let's get him to stand back up. Come here. Come here. Oh boy. Come here. And what you want to do once you have his attention, come here. Come here. You want to hold the treat like this in your fingers, and then you want to put your hand like this and say sit. As his head follows your hand towards his tail, his rear end will automatically pop to the ground. Make sure you say the word as you tell him to sit. Now, getting his attention can be tricky. You want to make sure, like I said, if one treat's not working, try something else. If all else fails, get a hot dog, get some bacon, get some bologna. That's going to work. And then once he learns the trick, you're going to want to do it, repeat it a couple of times. Sit. Flip. Sit. Good boy. Always reward it. Tell them they're a good dog. Give them lots of love. Give them the treat. And make sure they know they've done what you want them to do. Reinforce the good behavior. Once you do that, it's pretty much just a matter of repeating it. To keep your training sessions short at first, especially if you're dealing with a puppy. They're not going to have the attention span to have an hour-long training session. You want to keep it to about 15 or 20 minutes. Optimal training age is between 6 months and a year. You can teach them after that. There's nothing that says you can't. It's just easiest during that time frame to teach them. So, in conclusion, teaching your dog to sit is fairly simple. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. You get his attention, you gain his trust, you get his attention, you teach him the trick. Good boy. Once he learns it, the hand gesture is often enough, or just the verbal command by itself. But that's after he learns the trick. So, that has been the presentation on how to teach your dog to sit. I didn't actually introduce Flip. Let me introduce him to you. This is Flip. Flip was found wandering the streets of downtown Mobile, so he was a stray. So he took a little time to just get comfortable, but he was really easy to train. He was about a year old when I found him. And of course, we went through the process of trying to find his owners. We contacted the SPCA and the city pound, and we posted flyers and posters and all that stuff, checking for a microchip. By the time it was apparent that we weren't going to find his owner, I was attached, and so now he's part of the family. So this is Flip, Flip-Flop Wurm, and he's a really good dog. I hope that all of you are dog people, but if you're not, for the purpose of this presentation, we're going to assume that you are. And if not, just ignore it. And my audience is getting kind of bored over there, so I'm going to wrap it up. In conclusion, I'm going to leave you with a few words from Corey Ford. Properly trained, a man can be a dog's best friend.